shoot me down.
Beer, cheers mate, crab,
Cheers,
crab
cheers,
island.
Cheers, cheers, crab. Morning. Nice cool morning here. First job. Should probably always be go and check the boat. Do that right now. Well, the boat's looking good. Still floating. I think the tide's coming in at the moment, which is good. I guess it'll be once the other boys get up, pack up and get out of here. The weather around is not looking very friendly. Some big clouds out there. Hopefully it's not too wet of a boat trip home.
Morning, we just woken up at Virilia and it's a lovely morning. The boat's floating, which is good. We weren't sure what the tide was quite going to be. We had a rough idea, but good to see it's floating. So we're going to sit around the fire, try and warm up a bit, have a coffee and then hit the water. I think today Mark's really keen to check out Crab Island, have the boat back to Seisha, pull the boat out to Savo, so end of the trip, but still heaps of exploring to do.
I slept all right, slept pretty good. Ready and raring for another day. We got a bit of stuff to do today. We got to gather our strength, have to coordinate our thoughts, and then we're going to go and do some stuff. We're going to go check out that wreck. Baxter hasn't seen it. We've got to go and catch a fish, go to Crab Island, get back up to Seisha, load the boat up, go and pick up the boat trailer, and have a freshwater swim.
Oh baby.
This is a cool spot. Really big old rusty ship, but with the sand erosion, it's just left like this awesome fish tank. There's so many fish down here. Saw a little flathead in there, a little perch. Just gotta bring the cast now, clean up. Oh, big crab. Sticks in there.
Yeah, it's big in there. Oh man.
Oh, you haven't noticed that before. Oh, fair one.
Don't go near it. Those crab there, our plan of attack is I'm going to go in and pin him with this, and then we're going to grab him with our hand.
There's two there? There's another claw under him. Oh, there is two. Are they doing it?
Right.
Heavy?
Yep.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Male crab too. He's legal for sure. Yeah, he was rooting that girl. We caught him mid-root, we didn't realise that, but sweet. Nice big nipper on him, Baxter.
A few crabs in here.
Crab here, so when we grabbed this one, he had a crab underneath it. We think they were trying to do the deed, but its shell is like perfectly soft. It's a female crab. I'm probably just going to scoop it back into the water there where it was. I don't want to pick it up, I don't want to damage it. I've never seen one like that before.
It was upside down in the water before.
Yeah, it was upside down, wasn't she? Here she goes. Yeah, that's cool. That's
I'm
good.
happier in the water, hey.
Yeah.
Up in here.
I had the big crab underneath before.
It's like an awesome pool up here. There's fish swimming around. So this definitely would have been underwater on the high tide last night. They got a lot of hours before that water comes back, so it's going to be a hot bath for them.
This is this shipwreck behind us Mark was telling us about. He said that when he last saw it, there was not much of it out of the water, so
We reckon that sand has eroded around it over time. You can actually see at the back its whole keel is exposed. Quite a big ship, and I suppose it would have just washed up here in a storm or something like that. And it's been sitting here rustling away. Very cool. Cool that it holds a few crabs and stuff like that. Heaps of fish life around it. So yeah, we're having great fun walking around. Oh, that's... Give me a stick back. I'll get it now. Nearly lost my crab, my pet crab. Cool. That's it. Mark's waiting for us out the front there, so we're gonna hit the road. Not the ideal scenario right here, walking out across these sand flats. I mean, it's only just over ankle deep, but you've got to be pretty cautious. We're keeping a good eye out, 3 of us sticking together. Happy days, legal crab. So he is going to be Stephen's Knockgammon chili mud crab on Crab Island for lunch. Sounds good. Pretty good, eh? Yeah. Let's do it. Bashing along out in the ocean for a bit. We're going to head back to the coast, get a bit of shelter, and hopefully it's a bit smoother in there. We are saturated.
So we're just coming into Crab Island. It's about maybe a kilometre off the mainland. We've caught a crab. We're going to cook up some crab for lunch. And yeah, Crab Island's pretty notorious for a lot of turtle nesting sites. So because they get so many turtles here, they also get a lot of crocodiles here. So we might see some. There's some tracks up the beach just there where you can see some turtles have gone up and started nesting already. Boys are just setting up a back anchor and then pulling up on the winch for the front anchor to come in close. I don't know what they've just done. They've just had the rope caught around the prop or something. Unbelievable. How many guys does it take to put an anchor out?
So here we are, Crab Island, getting all the cooking gear out. We're going to cook up a crab. It's going to be nice to warm up a bit. It's been very cold in the slop there. We're getting smashed for a while.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Beer. Cheers, mate. Crab.
Cheers.
Crab
cheers.
Island.
Cheers. Cheers, crab.
Born from the heart of the North, with a flavor as bold as a wild ocean storm. We took the fire from the earth and the smoke from the wind and packed it into one cold, refreshing can. A beer that's got the smoky flavor of a campfire and the cool refreshment you need when you've been under the northern sun all day. Coral Seed Bushfire Blend, for the ones who call the North home and aren't afraid of a little heat.
So we just arrived on Crab Island, celebratory beer. And what better way to eat on Crab Island than with a fresh mud crab? So I'm cooking chili mud crab. Sound good?
Sounds glorious.
Let's do it. Best way to do your chili mud crab, we're going to get all the shell and everything and just cook the nippers and meat in there. So I've just peeled his carapace off the top and then I'll clean all his gills out. And we're going to break each nipper off. One nipper and a bit of meat. There's his other nipper, and clean that up a little bit. And then we've got his body. Break him in half. There you go. That's our cleaned crab. So that we get the flavour inside those nippers when we're cooking them in the chili, so the meat ends up with a bit of flavour on it. We're going to crack the claws open. So today we're just going with a packet mix, just easier on the road. But you can do your own sauce from scratch if you want, we've done that before. So first step in this pan, we're just going to throw a little bit of oil, and then we're just going to throw a little spice packet. It's got some basil and chili in there. We got that spatula. We've got our spatula, so we've got the stick coming in handy here. Now we're going to add our sauce base. So I've got our sauce in there. I'm going to throw our crab pieces in there. I'm just going to toss them around, make sure I get the sauce to cover all the pieces. Just cover that with a lid and let it cook. With that chili crab, we're just going to have some rice, so I'm going to heat that up. This is your pre-cooked packet rice, straight in there with some water. Good to go in about 1 or 2 minutes. Alright, rice is all done, crab's done. Time to add it all together and get the boys over here and see what they reckon. So that's it, chili mud crab, freshly cooked on Crab Island. Come over boys, have a piece. You guys probably earned a nipper each. In there, Mark?
Very good. You've outdone yourself, Stevie.
Not hard, mate, eh? I set a low bar so that when I actually succeed, it's a huge success. Oh, that's delicious. You know it's a good meal when no one's saying anything. You know it's a good meal when Mark isn't saying anything.
So while we're here, let's go have a look at these turtle tracks, and they go right up just behind the high tide mark, and there's a few nests.
So this turtle track we've got here still hasn't been washed away from the tide. So you can see it goes all the way down to the water still, so that would have happened last night, and there's multiple along the beach like that. You can see the shape on the ground the turtle makes, kind of like this, and then they'll come up to their nest, dig a big hole, and then they'll try and fill it back in like that. Let's go and have a look.
Here on the high point, obviously grass is growing. The water doesn't come up here too regularly. Just here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nests, all in about, I don't know, 5 by 5 meters squared. I'm imagining that there's some eggs underneath, incubating. Pretty cool. Shame we, I'd love to at some point see turtles hatching. Have you seen them?
Nah.
Nah, I'd come down at night, spotlights, turtles hatching, chasing them out to the beach. That'd be pretty cool.
Would be cool, yeah. It's also pretty well known around this area, huge crocodile population, and it's because of the turtles. So when the turtles come up, they dig their nest, they go back down, they're totally exhausted. They get to the water, they're easy prey for a crocodile. And then when those nests start to hatch as well, there's like thousands of little turtles going down the beach, and you'll get the smaller and bigger crocodiles there trying to snap up the little turtles. So we're just talking about the fact that the crocs hang here to prey on the turtles after they've nested and when they hatch. And just in front of me here, I've got a little croc slide. It's only probably 40 meters from where we cook lunch. So its tail coming up, its body here where it's turned around and sat in the sun for a bit, and then cruise back down. And then there's another one just here, heading down. They'd be all little crocodiles. So that's it, we're done exploring here, had a nice feed, incredible place to come and have a look at. If you ever get the chance, definitely come here. We're going to jump on the boat and then we'll be making our way back up towards the Sasha. Let's go. just filled up the boat, pulled up anchor and came around the corner here, and there's about 4 or 5 crocodiles, and we all sort of went, oh, is that like logs or rocky sort of shore? But nope, they all disappeared. There was probably 3 or 4 smaller ones and a good sized one, and they were all laying sort like within about like 10 meters of each other, which threw us off at first. A bit unusual for them to be all that close together. Mark's been back there around an hour now throwing. And he's just fiddling. He loves it. Loves just fiddling with lures and checking one, making one longer, one a little bit water. So he's in his element back there.
Now we want to catch a queenie, we can't get one.
Yeah. You catch out there, backs up.
Very rocky.
Oh,
Super rocky.
let me call the roll.
Just bring the other one in.
Now we're just going to drift back over there.
And see if we can't get this pulled back from the other side. Sort of, as we were coming over a few rocks, we looked back at the lures, knew that they were going to be close, and yeah, this diving lure has got caught on something. So it's not a fish. Just go back over it, see if we can pull it off from the other side.
So we're just pulling up at the station jetty. Got to go get the car and trailer, bring it back down, put the boat on.
Go for a fish on the wharf, mate.
Good a spot as any.
A few queenies there. Big groper too,
We just-
apparently.
Yeah, we just trolled for an hour and we didn't catch anything.
All the fish are here, mate.
They're all over here at the jetty.
So we just dropped Baxter off at the boat ramp there. He's going to go grab the car and drive it back down. And we're going to wait for him. You got a copy, Baxter?
Yeah, boys, copy. You about ready to come in?
Yeah, mate, we're ready. Just watching you back down there. Take your time, man. All good. Baxter's just backing down the ramp now. So he'll come down. I'll drive straight on. We'll pull it out. Should be a pretty painless process. Good to be back on land. I mean, even though we're on land most days.
Looking forward to a shower though. Oh,
Man, really looking forward.
bit of fresh water.
How about we go back to Craig's place, check out his barra pond if we can. Go for a swim in there, if you'll let us.
If we left the swim in there,
We're pretty salty though.
we could throw out the salt.
Salinity.
Yeah, the
pH
salinity,
levels.
pH levels.
No, I think that sounds good. We'll pull in, eh?
Yep. So where we had the cruiser and the trailer parked up in Seisha, one of the fabrication yards, the guy who owns this place, bit of a local lad, seems like a bit of a legend, and he's got this pond here. We're gonna have a bit of a swim in, run around with the underwater GoPro, and also feed. There's toga, barra, sooties in there, a couple of coal grunters. Haven't been fed for a couple of days, so they might be a bit hungry. One of our viewers out there, CJ, it's his poppy. He calls him iPoppy. So cheers, CJ. Your iPoppy's a legend, mate. Let's go. Let's go have a look.
Oh, mate.
So just had a swim in the pond here, and it's so cool to be underwater and watching these barrows feed. It's cool. Swim with Saratoga. You don't do that very often. What a backyard pool, eh?
Man, it is so cool. It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. Seeing the Barrow boys are throwing little prawns just in front, and the Barrow come up and eat them. Pretty amazing. Cool to be just out catching them, and then seeing how they feed there up really close is pretty interesting.
We've pretty much run out of beers on our trip, and people who are following along, they know that we lost about a carton to a fire as well. So it's not the beer economy, it's the jerky economy. I'm going to go drop a couple of bags of Ripsaw off to Craig. Then we're pretty much going to jump in the car, head up to Loyalty Beach Campground, probably do a bit of tidying up in the boat, have a shower, maybe sit down and have a bit of chat about what went wrong, what went right, and all the other bits in between. So, see you there. So we made it all the way down to the Jackson from Seisha, and we made it back.
Bloody miracle, mate.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Yeah, and with like virtually zero planning.
We
knew there was a coast, and we knew we wanted to go down it, and we
Few
knew we had a
places
boat,
to stop.
and we needed some fuel, and we did it. It was pretty easy, super enjoyable, fun trip. The weather was actually good to us until the last day.
Until the last day, the weather was
But
good.
I don't think we knew how. We were like, you know, West Coast, nice and calm. It's beautiful. It's always like this.
Oh.
Now I think on the last day we were like, oh, this is no good.
Give us your favourite moment of the trip. Go.
Bucks we go.
Queenie session, big groper.
Pretty
Good. Good.
Oh yeah, big groper smashing Queenie. Definitely.
What the groper! Oh my god! Holy shit!
I like the bushfire. Turning up to collect our beers and finding out a bushfire's gone through. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't even
Right.
script that. So this is quite bad. There's been a fire go through here, and all our beers went through the fire. A lot of them have exploded, but it's still
A
good.
real smoky flavour.
My favourite moment, righto. Man, seriously, Craig, the guy we met, dropped
Oh,
our
yeah.
boat off and left
Oh.
the car and trailer there.
Oh, that was good.
You do love meeting people.
I really enjoy meeting people, special, just good, genuine, nice fellas. Just meeting good, genuine, nice people, really welcoming. Let us swim in his Barrow pond. That was like a lifetime experience.
was good.
Yeah, that was great. That was probably my highlight. Great beginning, great end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Done. That's it, guys.
Good trip wrap.
Thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe and like button. It does help us. We are trying to make this more of a full-time thing, make more videos, talk a bit more shit, just so you guys can sit there on your
Lounge chat.
and laugh at us.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
And thanks to all the sponsors.
Cheers.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Thanks to them.
Thanks, guys.